Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can. And this time I'll be playing Painkiller, Blind. Now, I've played this game a little bit, I think when it first came out, but I've never played it like for longer, and I've never finished it. Now, this is perhaps, not the best game to let's play, because it's a classic shooter. There is not much story to go on about, and generally, if a game does not feature any kind of lore or choices or interesting characters or story that I can reflect upon, I find it difficult to comment on it, because, what do I talk about? I just kill enemies. But I just want something shorter and sort of less thought intensive for a bit to play after work. So let me get to the new game. Battle Out of Hell. I think that's like an expansion or something. Let's go with this for now. Painkiller. Extremely easy mode for beginners, standard difficulty, hard mode for advanced players. Painkiller's true story. I think I'm going to regret that, but let's try the hardest difficulty, I guess.
Hopefully the traffic won't be bad. Dinner reservations are at 8.
Oh, I can't believe how hard it's raining. We sure picked a great day to celebrate my birthday.
Oh, it's just a little rain. It'll dry. Anyway, we'll be there in no time.
What?
Here, take this.
What's this?
This is who you have to kill.
4 guys? That's it? I just have to hunt down these 4 guys and that's it? I finally get out of here? I finally get to see her again?
Yes, but it won't be that easy. These 4 are generals in Lucifer's army. They're extremely powerful and well guarded by their minion hordes.
I can handle them all, but why has it taken this long? What did I do wrong? Ask him what I did. Ask him why he thinks I deserve this.
He didn't say. I was sent to offer you this chance, and that is all. He has his reasons, and he doesn't have to explain them to anyone. Do this, and you will be pure.
I was pure?
So you say. I'm not here to debate. Do this, and you're free to be with your Catherine again. You were chosen because of your abilities. You've managed to survive this long, and that is impressive. This is what has set you apart from the others, and he thinks that you're the only one capable of pulling it off.
Why doesn't he just take care of this? Why can't you do it?
If he gets involved, the assault we're hoping to prevent might be launched prematurely. And of course, we want to avoid that at all costs. We think they're going to attack soon. He wants you to stop them before they are poised to strike. He wants the profile kept low, So you're going to have to move quickly. Kill the generals, and Lucifer's armies will retreat. Either you take this or you don't. If you don't, I can't tell you when we'll speak again. I know you've been here for a while, and I assume you want to leave. Your time has come. Take it or leave it.
Okay.
Good. Do you need weapons?
I've survived this long, haven't I? I know where to get weapons.
Good. This will help. Drink it. It will help you survive. Now keep that scroll. Use it as your guide and destroy everything that moves. You must move quickly. You must kill the generals before they organize for an attack. We shall speak again soon.
Okay, so apparently I've been hired by God himself to kill the four generals of Satan's armies in exchange for getting to heaven from what I assume is purgatory to reunite with my wife after we both died. Obviously this makes no sense whatsoever because God is famously known to be omniscient, so I mean omnipotent, omniscient as well. He knows everything and can also do everything, so I'm not quite sure why he needs a mortal henchman to do his bidding, which in a way might be a clue. Maybe it's not God that's talking to me, you know, not one of his angels, but one of the fallen angels, actually. That would be a cool twist. So, Chapter 1, Cemetary. What is this? What? Okay, I just entered it, I guess. Whatever else was there to explore in that menu, I guess I blew it. Let me check, is there a quick save even in this game? Because that's something that I would probably need or want. Apparently not, so I guess it works on autosaves then? It's a bit annoying because... Although wait, no, I can save manually, I guess. No, I can't. It's a bit weird. Okay, let's go around to Cemetary, and I assume the killing will... Oops. The killing will probably start shortly in memory of Magdalena Esterday, who departed... Oh yes. I don't quite... Okay, so this is like a bladed weapon. But how does the alternate mode work? I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. I'm a bit confused. About the exact properties of this weapon. Bonaventura Kulicz, artysta dramatyczny. Oh, this is actually in Polish? Because I'm not sure if you're aware, but this is actually a Polish game. And in fact, Painkiller was the first Polish game that I've heard was like passably good, because Polish game development in the days of my childhood was actually known as a, you know, this phrase was a joke in itself. Polish games were absolute shit, and nobody in Poland cared, and surely nobody outside Poland cared about Polish games. And Painkiller was one of the first games that actually made some kind of an impression from what I remember. So let's see what it says actually. Bonaventura Kulicz, a dramatic artist, a teacher for a drama school, the director of a theater director, died on 10th of August 1848 at 63 years old. Okay, pretty interesting. I wasn't expecting such minute detail. I can't read that. It's a bit too blurry. Jones. Beloved wife, blah blah blah. Not really that easy to read. Kalinsky family grave or something? Emily Coffin Ross. That's a bit unfortunate if your surname is Coffin. Yeah, Zelinsky family grave. A daughter that's left alive asks you to sort of sigh in to release a tragic sigh for the memory of her father, whatever. Bonaventura Kuoich, read that already. Emily Coffin. Okay, so I can destroy some of the props. That's good to know. Well, let's carry on. I am pretty sure I'm supposed to go this way. There's a giant arrow that tells me that. I could try to read that, but I'm a bit... died at 1873, let him rest in peace. His son Henry died on 30th of May, blah blah blah. Whatever. Anything here? No. Oh, okay, there's a new weapon as well. Which is an actual range weapon, it seems, for once. Anna of Petrov died on her 28th year of life, too early for her family, on the 20th of September. Okay, I think it's time to continue. So, generally, I don't remember much about the discourse surrounding the release of this game, but what I do remember is that people were actually pretty excited, because this game was one of the first Polish games that you could actually show to people without, being like ashamed of it. It is a passable game, and in fact, I seem to remember, because obviously at this point it's like what, 20 years old or whatever, more than that probably. Back in the day, it actually had some pretty creative character, some pretty creative enemies down the line. Like I have a specific memory of one of the later levels that is pretty atmospheric and sort of creepy. So I'm interested to see how will this hold up from like an aesthetic standpoint. I'm a bit annoyed that this works on autosave, because, I would like to be able to quit whenever I want. but oh well. I must say, it is pretty metal, simply the amount of enemies that the game throws at you. Like, you do feel kind of epic mowing them all down, although I assume the ratio is going to shift later on between enemies that have actual ranged attacks, because those skeletons are kind of trivial on account of the fact that, you know, they are just coming at you with swords, and they can't really do much with them, seemingly, other than try to hit you in close combat. Okay. Not sure if that helps exactly, but surely it is used for something. Let me just check if there's anything back here. Not sure, but the giant arrow is telling me where to go, which is supposedly somewhere this way. There should also be a checkpoint, like a red one. There usually is. Okay, so far it's pretty straightforward. Kind of almost insultingly so, but as I said, this game never really... this game never really aspired to be anything else than just a straightforward shooter that you could play, you know, without much thinking, just to relax, which is exactly what I need right now, so I'm not complaining. Okay, so those have shields, but it isn't actually such big of a difference, to be honest. It just makes them more tanky, but it doesn't really make them harder to defeat. Okay, I take that back. Actually, it does make them a little harder to defeat because they are faster than those other enemies. And also, I'm pretty sure if I shoot them in like the torso region, they have a chance to resist the damage, because obviously they do have a shield. So I should probably be aiming for headshot. Did it hurt me, or? I'm not entirely sure. Secret area discovered. What's so secret about this area? It was literally right in the open. I don't think the developers really know what secret means. I think defeating this guy might have something to do with... Oh, okay, I guess it doesn't. It's just a matter of shooting him enough times. Which is a bit weird, if you ask me, but... You know. Wait, souls collected 0 out of 150? Do all of them leave souls that I just didn't pick up? If so, then they must disappear really quickly. Okay, that's something I need to take more into account. And apparently I missed 3 secrets as well. So maybe there is more to those levels than I thought. Anyway, let's continue. You have unlocked a new black tarot card, Endurance. Take only half damage. Cost to place 100. Okay, so this probably has something to do with what? With this. But how do I exit to the map? How does it work? It costs 100 and I only have 46. So I guess I can't do anything as of now. Cemetary level 1. Chapter 2. Okay, so there are 5 chapters with probably what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels. That's a sizable enough game for a shooter, I guess. Okay, let's go to level 2. Atrium complex. Sure, let's try that up. So what about those souls actually? I guess I'll have to just take a better look. After I kill the enemies, like, do they leave souls? Not to my knowledge, no. Okay, so what's up with the souls then? Where do they come from? I wonder, where does that asset come from? Is that like a historical design for a door? Because I'm pretty sure the exact door, same door, exists in the Giovanni mansion in Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. So it must mean it's some kind of an asset that comes from, you know, it wasn't created for the game. It's just copied from some actual door. To be honest, I have little idea of how the alternate fire for this weapon works. By all accounts, it seems to not work that well. Like, it shoots a blue projectile, but the projectile is not particularly powerful, it seems to me. Okay, I'm pretty dead, actually. Which is a bit embarrassing because those enemies also only attack in melee. I don't think I can make it much farther. Okay, those were explosive barrels. It didn't really look like it. The game actually crashed upon that reload. I'm still not entirely sure what's the point with the souls, because they don't seem to be dropping any when I kill them, and you know, where would you find souls if not within the bodies of your slain enemies? And this instead seems to be like gold or whatever. Yeah, I still don't judge my chances particularly well. What with the 2 points of health that I currently possess. Okay, camping seems to work relatively well, actually. Unless they are just going to keep spawning without end and I'm supposed to advance to some actual objective. Which, you know, maybe is possible actually. Okay, so it wasn't an endless wave of enemies. It was very definitely a finite wave of enemies. Okay, I get a golden crucifix, which I have no idea what that does, to be honest. Hopefully it's good for something. Okay, the armor is pointless for me because I still have 100, but I still also have 2 health, so again, that doesn't bode particularly well for me, I think. Okay, so the green ones have like a way to slow me. I would say, you know, this is not really a type of game I usually play. I'm not much for straight up shooters, because I'm pretty interested, mostly interested in things like story and characters and lore and like world building. So the only shooters I really enjoy are the ones that still have like a substantial-ish story element to them, which is, for example, Half-Life or BioShock. So this is not really a game for me, and generally choosing the highest difficulty probably was a mistake, because I'm pretty bad. So it's even difficult for me to judge whether this is a good shooter, because first of all, it's pretty old at this point, and second, I'm not really that experienced, so how would I know whether something's a good shooter or not? It's definitely fast-paced, and it's pretty engaging. In that regard, because a lot is happening on the screen at the same time. So definitely, it requires you to be sort of quick on your feet. But is it good? I'm not really sure. But oh well. I wouldn't perhaps even play it. Like, I wouldn't buy it nowadays, but I had it sitting in my, I had it sitting like I have a disc, I have it sitting on my shelf for quite some time, and I might have gotten it from my older brother. Like, maybe it's actually his. I don't really remember at this point. And one of my ideas when starting the channel was to eventually play through every game that I own, which includes this one. And as I said, generally I was looking for something a little more relaxing. Now, is playing on the highest difficulty relaxing? Now, I guess that's a question for the ages, because I definitely think I might encounter problems. If you've watched anything else on my channel, you probably already know that I'm not particularly good with things that require fast input or like good reflex or whatever. I should be using this because, to be honest, I'm kind of out of ammunition for the other weapon. I'm not really good with things that require quick awareness and generally I'm not good at things that are required to play a classic shooter. So perhaps it was a mistake to choose the highest difficulty, but I have done it, so I don't really have a choice at this point. Now, I think, because I'm looking at the timer, this first episode was kind of long enough, and I'm right at the checkpoint, so I will pause it here. That's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.